Greetings troopers, 4 Engine First Bricks here, and I have the Armored Assault Tank. Now, this set has been getting a lot of flack, and I can understand why, but I have to review this thing unbiased, and, I'll do a comparison to the AAT, the previous one. I think it was in 2015 that they released I think it was the Trade Federation Armored Assault Tank. But this is different, of course, because this is the Trade Federation, this is the Separatist version, not the Trade Federation version. So, yeah, it has 4 minifigs. It also has 286 pieces, set number 75283, and, Age 7 up, and it's cool. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so this is the Armored Assault Tank. Now, let me just start off with the features and all that, and also, I have this thing on my channel where every single review that I do on a Star Wars Lego set, I will always point out how many stickers the set has. Now, it seems to be a trend with these newer ones, or at least the 2020 line, or summer 2020 line, is that they either have no stickers or they have very few. And this one has 2 stickers, and they are located right here and right here. Now, this thing has got a lot of flack for its design, and really just its design. And to be honest, I can see why, because that's how big the barrel is. And that is a huge silhouette. And the thing is, people are saying, ignore the black bars on the camera, but this is the problem. Not this, or this front part. The cannon and the turret is the problem. Now, of course, I'm going to give you a close-up look, and also I'm going to tell you how to fix these things, and also why they're a problem in the first place. Now, this thing's actually, it's very sturdy. I mean, you can't, if you throw it down, you're probably gonna break off these things, and probably these, but that's about it. I mean, it's pretty sturdy. And it doesn't have a back part here. I mean, it's not to be expected, but the turret on this can go 360, just like the last one, except it can't go down, which kind of sucks, unlike the other, like the 2015 model. Now, these cannon pieces rotate. You can rotate up and down, but also these are supposed to be, well, this large cannon is supposed to be on top, and this is supposed to be on the bottom. I don't know why they messed that up, but to be honest, you can fix it with, like, no effort. And all you have to do, you have to do these and just, what do you do? So you take off. I'm going to show you the exact way that they built this. See this? This is what holds these in place. Now, in the instructions, they say to put it like this. They say to put it like this, so that the smaller one is on this piece. So when they do it, it'll turn like this. But all you really have to do is to switch these around. Like so. And then all I have to do is just put this back on, and you've got the correct variation of the cannon. Then you can do that to the other side too. I mean, it's really no trouble. And to be honest, you can do this like right off the bat. You don't have to modify anything. You don't have to take anything off. You just do this and you'll be fine. Yeah, see? And look, you've already made this like 5% or like 20% more accurate. Alright, now back to the review. These things have really like three main features. This hatch opens, and then these fire. And of course, you may be asking how to fire these these right here. Now I'll tell you. There is a little, as you can see, this little button here. You press down, and it shoots. You can see it right here. This piece is the exact piece that you want to be pushing down. You push it down, and it will make it shoot. You can see the mechanism right there. Now, of course, when you load it back up, it will be standing up again, ready to fire. And these aren't, I mean, you have to push them down a bit, so you won't like be accidentally firing these, you know, on accident. Now, of course, to show you the interior, because you can actually fit an entire droid in here with his gun and be just fine. And as you can see in here, just get some light on this. Oh yeah, there you go. Look at that sweet, sweet interior. So you got some control panels. There are two different control panels. One's like a screen, and then one is more just buttons and controls. And you can even see the minifigure in there if you wanted to. It's quite spacious, and again, you can just fit a droid in there, and then you can close that hatch. It's much more spacious than the other design, which I'll get into later, or the previous design. And this can go all the way up for the turret. It can go flat. It can't go down, which is odd, but I'll roll with it. It's fine. I mean, to be honest, it's not a big deal. That's why you have these things. And if you can notice, this is a little bit big, chunky, if you want to say. And to be honest, I'm fine with it. Mainly because I know that you can't really do a lot to make this better because of the pieces that they use. They use this piece, which is pretty big, and it determines the entire shape of determines the shape of the turret. And same with this. Now, you may be wondering, can't I just like take these off? No, because what they did, which sucks, is that they used a rod piece in here that is here. I'll show you this. They use this piece, and they don't so you really have to actually get a whole other piece, or a different size piece that was smaller than this one, to then serve as the main support for this cannon. And even then, I'm not sure if these would line up with it. But that's just what they do to, you know, make this cannon. So, I mean, theoretically, you can modify it. I don't have the pieces right now for you to do so, but I mean, as long as you have a shorter sized rod piece in here, you'll be fine. You could probably shorten it down to one of these cylinders, and it would probably go to around here, which is better. I mean, it's more accurate to the size of the actual model. So to be honest, you can just, it's perfectly fine, and you can make it accurate. It doesn't take a lot. I mean, the only thing that you really need to make this accurate is a shorter rod piece in here, and that's it. Other than that, it's actually a pretty good model, and I had a way better time building it than the 501st ATRT and speeder bike. So let that just sink in. Alright, we're going to move on to the minifigures now, and then to a comparison of the 2015 version of this AAT. Alright, for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to be using green base plate for this that I just got at Lego at the Lego shop, and I will show you all of the characters. Now these are there are four characters, 2 droids and 2 Republic fighters, which is in order. They are Ahsoka's clone troopers, I call it on here, but you know, it's actually her battalion. And even though I'm a mega Star Wars fan, I forgot the Legion that this guy belongs to. You can tell me in the comments. That's alright. But, you know, I've watched the TV show, and I just can't think of the name right now. But I think it's like 330. Oh, it's 332nd. That's right. Now, if you notice, in here, I'll bring this closer to you, so you can see. There you go. Alright. I will show you that this clone trooper is the same clone trooper as this guy. I mean, it's the exact same legs, same torso. The only difference is the helmet. And you can watch, I can do this. There you go. So really they're interchangeable, and you can actually get an extra 501st trooper as long as you have another helmet for them. And same with the 32nd. So that's just a comparison right now to show you I'll show you exactly what's different. And I'm going to show you the helmet here. It's a pretty good helmet. I mean, they did a lot of detail on this thing, which is really nice. Look at that. It's got the, I mean, this is of course Ahsoka's clone trooper, and they designed their helmets after, focus. So yeah, they designed their helmets after her, and you can see that's the exact same design that they have on her head. It's covered up right now, but I'll show you here. They did a simplified version of it on this thing, but you can see the basic effect of the lines right there, and the dots as well, but they did their best. Came to that. You might as well show off the Ahsoka minifigure in this one. So this is her torso. It's actually pretty nice. Same with the legs. A lot of detail there. And this is the back. It's her angry face. It's a lot of detail, which I like. I'm a sucker for detail. Gotta love detail. And it's a good, this is a really good set to get her in, because when you get her a clone trooper, of course you get her lightsabers, and it's just a good way to get Ahsoka, because like the only other sets she was in were really expensive, and are still expensive now if you want to go out and get them. And of course this is, I think, Shaak Ti's head, or Ahsoka's headpiece from Rebels. I'm not sure though, because I don't actually own that Ahsoka, but it's, you know, it's pretty good. I mean, it's a little bit too big. It should be about right here for the height still, but, and these should be a little bit shorter, but again, they're not going to make a new headpiece for that, and that's fine. Again, the clone trooper, it's always nice to have a clone trooper, no matter what type. It's a clone trooper. Clone troopers are awesome. Gotta love clone troopers. Alright, now we're going to get to the droids. You know, you always have to have droids. Now, you can never not have droids. And as you can see here, there are, I include two of them right now. These are AAT drivers. Oh. And let's just take a look. See here, they're the same ones that come in literally any Kashyyyk set from like 2019. Like these, I think these both came because I thought they were Kashyyyk battle droids, but they're actually AAT's drivers. I mentioned this in the other video on the AT-AP set. Yeah, this one. Now, as far as I'm concerned, they include a second one, but they also called them a battle droid. Like, there are two different things over here. see a battle droid and AAT driver battle droid. But really, it's just two AAT drivers, and I guess that's fine because one of them's going to be the gunner, one of them's going to be the driver. It doesn't really matter. And, you know, it pairs well, of course, with the other 501st set. But I'll get into that later. But the real thing is that these are good minifigs. I mean, you're only buying the set for these two. But, you know, these guys are a nice choice, especially if you have other AATs that need manning. Here, let me grab the other AAT for the next part, the comparison. Okay, so these are the two AATs. This one's from 2015, this one's from 2014, or 2020, 2015. And of course, this is with the fixed barrels on the sides here. But as you can see, these already came pre-fixed, which is good. I mean, to be honest, I hate this thing with a burning passion way more than this. I mean, I actually like this one. I hate this. I could throw this across the room right now and not bat an eye. But it does have some upgrades over that. One thing, it actually comes fixed, and it comes accurately sized. More accurately sized than that thing. But it's also tiny. Like, there's nothing here. And, I mean, with this, you could actually move these things up and down for some God knows what reason. But, same with these. But these are fixed in place. You can't move them around. This thing is... You can't fit anything in here. This tiny piece, like, space that they gave for battle droid drivers. Unlike the spacious compartment they give for these guys here. You can't even fit a minifigure in here. But... I mean, the only good thing about this, really, in my book, is this can shoot down. That's like its main quality. You can actually shoot people on the ground and not just in the sky. But also, it kind of does that too. So, I mean, they fixed that in that version, but, you know, they never really got around to it here. And of course, it's just so tiny. That looks not good. It looks like it's not finished here. Does this one look... I mean, this is a better silhouette apart from the cannon. So what I do is take this off, put this on. There you go. Fixed the ear problem. I mean, just colorless, like, I mean, really the thing is just this cannon. This is the cannon that you need. I could care less about this crappy turret design. You just keep that turret design, you fix the cannon, and you're, you know, all good here. Let's take a look at these bodies without the turrets on them. You can see that they're relatively the same size. And they actually are the same size for the body here. If you can't tell, there are two slivers here for the really skinny pieces, and then the two, like, curved things here. So this is actually the same, well, it's not the same width, because they added this thing in the front, but this is the same thickness for the wings. Charles, that's fine. Like, this is a fine width. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the thickness. And of course, I like that they added the width here because it kind of needed that for everything. Of course, I like that you can put these, or, you know, aim these. Something you couldn't do in this version. And it's the fact that this is a pretty crappy model. And also, you can shoot the things in here. And also, this is why they made these levers right here. These didn't work as well as these do, or as these buttons do, so I can see definitely why. And just, to be honest, just buy this and fix the cannon if you can. And of course, switch these upside down, and you just have a far superior model than this thing. Sure, the only thing it's got going for it is this this turret, but you can fix that on this one. So really, just do it. I mean, no one's gonna stop you. Look, that's already getting better. But just in my opinion, I mean, I'm not sure how much this cost. Probably way less because it came with nothing. But just buy this. Just buy it. It's not that bad. It's way better than that. It's really, it's not better than the 20, was it 2015? No, it's 2010, I think. Or 2011, 2010 version, which is huge, and it was also the same color. Don't spend 150 bucks on that. Spend 40 on this and fix its bad problems. You'll be fine. Stop whining. Alright, let's get into the, wrap up and then I'll end this review. So, all in all, this is not bad. This is not a bad set, or at least not as bad as you'd think it would be. It's 40 bucks. It's not that bad of a price tag for what you're getting here. I mean, sure, it's better. I mean, it's only got one more piece than the 501st thing, which comes with 285, but you're paying for an entirely different thing. You're paying for a giant ship here, and you're paying for 2 small vehicles and 4 more figures, which offsets that cost. Now, this is offsetting its cost by giving you Ahsoka and a popular clone trooper, along with a not bad tank design. And I'll fight you tooth and nail on that, because really this thing gets so much more flack than what it deserves. So really, you can fix the design yourself. It's not going to kill you. And of course, these things you can fix these immediately without even having to look at the instructions. You can just fix them. If you put them on the wrong way, you're putting them on the right way. So really, the only thing that people have a problem with is this cannon. You can shorten it with pieces that you have, because you know you have them, and then that'll be it. It's fine. And then you can go along with just all of this. I mean, it's not that off-putting, really. And it gives you a lot of space to play and put your figures on up here. So, just, here's my opinion. Buy it. You get the cool clone trooper. You get Ahsoka. You get some droids. You get a cool tank that you can use to shoot at the said clones. Buy a 501st Legion on the sign to pair up against it. And that'll be it. And then you'll be fine. You'll have it's a well-rounded set, in my opinion. Of course, it's my opinion. You don't have to listen to it. I'm not going to force you to buy these things. But I'm just saying that I think you would benefit from buying them. I mean, you get a sick clone trooper, you get Ahsoka, a giant, tank for 40 bucks. It's not bad. Just buy it. I don't know. But that'll be all for this video. I will be doing 501st Clone Troopers next, like the set, and then after that I will be posting my Clone Army video, because everyone wants to see that, and it has a few new additions since then. So see you then, troopers.